Welcome everybody, thanks for tuning in to theloamwolf.com. My name is Drew and this is Nick Hall. Today we're going to be going over some fanny packs. Sorry, does that offend you?
Hip packs, please.
Okay, sorry. So we brought in our hip pack expert, okay, Nick Hall, and he's going to kind of run us through a little bit of what he likes. I've also been testing some of these packs out recently. Admitted I was a little bit of a hater. Still maybe am a little bit, but I've definitely seen some of the light side here on these fanny packs. So we're gonna go over some of these, the features, what we like and don't. So Nick, lead it off. What's the first pack we're gonna look at here?
The Dakine Hotlaps 5 liter. This is their larger. They also have a 2 liter version in the same thing. This was my pick for the best overall pack, best utility pack we had. It is a little bit bigger, but that means you can, you know, it's really easy to move from kind of a camelback style like backpack into this kind of pack. So it has a main pocket that's got a ton of room in it. You can put all your essentials in there, plus a jacket, plus a tube. And then it's also got a separate hydration pack area where you can put your hydration pack, or you can pull that out and throw a bottle in there.
Do you know, does this pack come with the bladder?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, for 75 bucks, pretty solid choice. It also has these 2 drop kind of utility straps on the bottom that you could put like a set of knee pads in, an extra set of elbow pads. So it kind of replaces the traditional backpack. The one downside is it's big. It does bump around a little bit on your back.
Okay. But if you're not looking to carry this much stuff, Dakine does make some smaller.
And that one I love for like hitting the bike park. You can just strap that thing on and it almost is small enough to slip underneath a jersey.
Okay. All right. Well, then next up, we will move to the Race Face Stash Quick Rip. Now, this is a 1.5 liter pack. As you can see, it's got a dedicated little water bottle sleeve here, and then there's another external mesh area. Do you think you could fit a jacket in that?
A really light one, probably nothing.
You think you could fit that specialized SWAT jacket in there?
Yeah, I bet you could.
Maybe. Maybe. So once that water bottle's out, right, you've got 2 pouches here with a waterproof zipper, and then you've got a thin little like kind of padded area in there. But what are your thoughts on this pack?
You know, I rode this one a few times and I felt like it was pretty good all around. It fit the minimal stuff you would need. It does have those straps on the bottom too to like throw some extra gear down there, which is nice because it just carries a little bit of everything. It is a little bit small if you're going for an all-day thing and you want to bring a tube or a jacket in there as well.
Yeah. I
did kind of like that dedicated back pocket for your phone or something that's a little more protected.
Sure. Now this pack's kind of interesting in that it only has a single side adjuster, whereas many of the others have adjustment on both sides. But I thought that worked pretty well. It was a little stretchy. The back's nothing fancy, right? There's no contoured or textured stuff. So it's a pretty good pack at $67.99. I think there's better options, right? That we all liked. The lack of dividers. These are kind of just big dump pouches, so there's no real organization, loops, anything like that inside. So those are kind of some of the things that kind of held this pack back. Again, they've got different sizes available as well, but this is the 1.5, and
I think if you're really into having, you know, the bottle right in the middle of your back for stability, it's a pretty good, decent option. But there's something better probably.
Okay, we'll get there in a minute. So next up, we've got 2 packs from Usewe. We primarily tested the larger. Well, you've been riding a lot with the smaller one. Yeah.
So we kind of both spent time.
Yeah. So this here is the Usewe Zullo 6 hip pack.
And here's the 2.
So you can kind of see the size difference. Obviously, very different loadouts and capabilities from the 2 packs. So the 6 retails for $59.99. It is a pretty large pack, right? I mean, like if I held the thing up on my torso, like it's a pretty substantial pack.
The biggest like amount of fabric of any of these packs.
Yes, and storage capacity
is
right?
Huge.
So you've got these nice little side compartments here. So whatever you want to put in there, snacks, trash, you know, kind of slimmer, smaller stuff is great. Then you've got, you know, a pretty big open dump pouch with some with some storage and organizational elements in here. fully open, which is really nice. So you can easily access tools. You can see what you're looking for in these little mesh pockets, these kind of stretchy, you know, stitched in dividers. So a solid pack if you are a trail dad. If you're the guy that carries everything for everybody, the 6 is definitely worth checking out. That doesn't come with a bladder.
Oh, it doesn't. All right.
Does not. Some of the Usewe packs come with bladders, some don't. I know, it's a little confusing.
Yeah.
The nice thing is you get a huge pack for $59.99.
True.
So you can stuff a water bottle in there. If you've got a bladder from something else, you know, you can save some money. The downside is if you don't know that and you buy it, it shows up and you don't have a bladder in there. So a little confusing there.
I did like the just the security this one offers. That is like the gnarliest hip pack, you know, strap that we have.
Yeah.
And it really is pretty comfortable to wear too. You can load it up and it's still comfy.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, absolutely.
But this one is probably my choice of just ripping around town, carrying the bare minimum.
Okay.
You can load this up with 1 liter of water on the back side here in this back zipper, and then it carries your bare essentials and 2 stretchy little dividers there. So you can carry a multi-tool and a snack and your phone, and that's about it. It does have these little side pockets, but I found them that you really can't utilize them because they're so tight on your body when you're riding with it.
It's pretty much for stuff in like wrappers,
Exactly,
like goo packets
if you
or something.
a goo pack, you can throw a wrapper in there. This one I rode for like anything under, 3-4 hours. This was what I was choosing, and it's great. It's light. It does pretty much everything. You can lose the hydration and just throw a bottle in there if it's just right.
So are you, both of your top choices have bladders and hoses. Are you a fan of that?
I didn't think I was when I started this shootout, but I am a fan now. It's just really convenient. You can hold more water than most bottles will hold. Even the big bottles, they just hold more water.
Okay.
And it's pretty well situated on your body. It doesn't flop around. So
I
like it.
There it is. Okay, next up, a bag from a brand I'd never heard of, actually.
Yeah, this comes from my backpacking days.
Yeah. So the Platypus Chuckanut. This thing retails for $49.95. I definitely rank this as the sleeper in the group.
For sure.
There's not a lot of branding. It's not loud. Like, again, it's not a big, well-known bike brand, but they have a lot of experience in making packs. What's cool is that this pack comes with a half a liter, what do they call it? Like a little...
like a soft water bottle?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It comes with a half liter soft bottle, which is cool for the price of, $50. So you can put that in there. You have half a liter of water. You got some pretty decent organization. You got these expandable loops. You can stuff a jacket out here. I really liked this pack.
Yeah.
It's pretty well breathable out here. You can kind of see through the mesh on the side of the pouch.
This back is got those, air vent ribs in it, which is kind of nice because it keeps you from sweating wherever this thing is. A total sleeper, you're right. Like you throw this thing on and you're like, oh, Platypus, like they make camelback style stuff, right? Like bladders.
Right.
And then you get this on, you're like, it's pretty good. It's well thought out.
I like the fleece lined cell phone pocket. That's awesome. that panel right there is all fleece lined, so you can stick your cell phone in there. Keys, whatever, they don't bounce around, make a bunch of noise. The one weakness I found with this pack is I would say, I guess, like the back panel and the straps, they're not very contoured or three-dimensional, like the Usewe, right, where it's got what they call like a banana kind of a shape to it.
Yeah, because this sits really nice in your low back.
Yeah.
And this one kind of doesn't.
Correct. Yeah, it's just there, and if you're not blessed in the rear end, okay, like I am, this pack would slide down a lot. So I felt like every time I'd start a downhill run, it was like pull my shorts up, pull my pack up.
Down with it.
Yeah. So little bit of negative feedback on there. If you're, you got a big rump, then it might not be an issue for you. So
but
next up.
This is the pinch flat dropper pack out of Bend here, and custom made in the U.S., all sourced and sewn here in the U.S., which is kind of cool. And you're supporting a local artisan, which is rad. So this one I had made for some of the medic stuff I do, and have been using it for the last few years. So I may be a little biased because I've been using it a bunch. I know Ben really well. So, but they're $100. You can order whatever color combo you want, interior, exterior, and put your own patches and that kind of thing on them. which is pretty cool. There's no official listing on the size on these, and so I would say it's probably between a 3 and a 4 liter. It's got one main pocket with some minimal, organization kits in there, I guess, and some little keepers that are in there, which is kind of nice. You can throw a bottle up here or a tube in there. The top holds a bottle. This is not hydration compatible, so that's, if you're a hydration guy, that's probably not the thing for you. The nice thing about the back of these is you can throw a trail map or a full SAM splint in there. For those of us in the medical community or anyone who's used a SAM splint, they're just good for everything, and it's kind of nice to have that around. So pinch flat, if they also have the dual adjustment side, so it's easy to just pop and you can roll it around and use. Pretty minimal, stays pretty well. It's not quite as contoured as some of these other ones, so it does slide a little bit. But well thought out pack for the price. You're probably paying for a little more premium product, premium materials, and knowing you're paying.
You're paying a little bit of a premium for that made in America artisan kind of vibe, but you've got the ability to customize based on colors, looks a little bit. So that's kind of neat.
And this one, this is season 3 on this one, and it's still in pretty decent shape. So pretty cool pack.
All right, last one, which I'm pretty sure this is my vote, right? Like, if I got to keep one pack to keep riding in, the Usewe and this Bontrager are probably my 2 choices. So this is the Bontrager Rapid pack. It retails for $59.95. It has the split pack design and is kind of designed by Bontrager to be their less than 2 hour pack. Again, nice center spot for the bottle. You've got 2 side pouches, and what I like about this over the race face is that there are organizational partitions inside those side pouches. So if you want to put a multi-tool and a tube or tire levers or a plug kit, you can kind of put those all in there and they'll stay in place, and you kind of have dedicated spots for each of those. So I also like that, on one side, if you did need to, if you had a real thin jacket or a rain shell, you could roll that up and stuff it in there. So I was able to do that this spring when we had some rainy days. It stays on me well. Yeah. It's comfy. What do you think? You rode this thing a bit.
Yeah, once you put this thing on, you really don't notice it's there, which is awesome. And it's pretty stretchy, so you really can stick a pretty decent sized shell in there, which is nice. Yeah. Especially this spring, it's been raining a bunch, so it's been nice to have that stash shell. But yeah, man, this thing's, for that sub 2 hour, rip around town, this is hard to beat.
Yeah, good pack. So those are all the packs that we've been checking out so far this spring. There's everything from kind of the minimal essentialist pack to, full on trail dad, ready for anything kind of setup. So let us know if you think we missed any packs, if there's anything you'd like us to check out and review in the future. And be sure to check out the full detailed reviews of each of these packs at theloamwolf.com. We'll have a link down below. And thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you out on the trails.